not warm. If it looks warm, it's not warm. It looks like a bright summer day, but it's not. It's freezing, and I'm literally dying walking to campus right now. So here I am all wrapped up. So I wear this band, woolen headband kind of thing. It's good because it allows me to tie my hair in a ponytail, and I prefer to have my hair tied. I don't like open hair. Like the wind, it's kind of windy right now. It entangles my hair very badly. My hair gets really tangled. So I prefer to tie it up in a knot properly, quite high up, and then wear this band. Keeps my hair proper and secure. So as you can see, I'm very well wrapped up. I'm going to teach a class now. It's in Gore Hall on campus, and it's not that far from my place, but I do have a bunch of crossroads to cross. So yeah, I'm going there, and as I showed you yesterday, it was very snowy. It was very cold, but today it's even more cold because even though the sun is out, it's extremely cold and I'm freezing. You can tell from my nose, it's totally red. So I'm back on the road that I walked down yesterday. You've seen it. I'll still show it again. So this is that pretty road that I walked down yesterday. This one tree here, it never sheds its leaves. It's always green and luscious. Looks beautiful. But all the other trees have lost their leaves. But yeah, it's spring, so they'll get back their leaves and flowers very soon. So this really is my favorite road. I'm very lucky to have lived in this neighborhood for what, close to 5 years now. So this really is home. And I mean, I'm going to really miss it. I'll probably be here for 1 year more. Yeah, 1 year more, not more than that. And then when I move to Anupam's place, wherever he decides to live after that, it will be a new journey. And hopefully that will also be the place where I get my job. So we'd prefer to stay together after this PhD is over for me. Once I graduate, we should be able to live together and we should be able to find a job in the same area. Even if not the same area, at least in the same city. Because for 5 years now we live kind of in close by cities, but not in the same house. Like his city is about an hour from my place by train, so that's kind of far. We don't really drive intercity yet because we are relatively new drivers, so we are not very confident driving on highways so far, but we'll get there. I mean, I'm a very new driver. I literally got my license late last year or early this year kind of a thing. Actually early January, so yeah, you can say early this year. But I would have gotten my license last year if I was allowed to take the test at all, because I was equally prepared this year or last year. I was just not allowed to take the test last year for some strange reasons. And I'll reach the library if I walk up this road straight. So I could take a detour, like take a left turn and walk up, and then I'll reach Gore faster. But I'm in actually no hurry, so I could walk slowly, it wouldn't matter. Let's see. So I actually did not end up taking a detour. I'm just walking up the same road. It's okay, it's not too far. I'll hit the library straight up there and then I'll just take a left. It's not a big deal. Anything on center campus is good for me, as long as I don't have to go to the department. My department is really far, then I have to leave home really early so that I don't get late for anything. No, nothing. This place is all empty. How many apartments have they built here? My goodness, I did not come this way for like about a year or so, and this is what happens. So many apartments. They're pretty though. They look very good. I'm going towards my old lab, mathematics lab that was this way. I'm going to meet a friend today for coffee. So I came this way after a long time because, all of you know, for my dissertation I am working on phonetics, but I don't have to go to the lab anymore because I've set it up in such a way that it could all be safely done from home, considering the COVID situation and considering that most parts of my dissertation were done during lockdown. So, and I've made substantial progress already. So I don't really have to come to the lab physically anymore. So as I said before, my home is my lab and my library and everything. And I feel quite good about that. It's not like I don't think that I'm too bored or too lonely or anything. I'm really so occupied from morning to night that I'm pretty much like okay with staying at home and working, and I save a lot of travel time, like this walk and everything. And then once you travel, you get to your workplace. It takes about a few minutes to kind of settle down again and start work. So I don't lose all that time anymore. I can do everything at home, and it's going pretty well. I can concentrate very well. My focus doesn't shift with people talking nearby or anything. So yeah. Oh wow, Omicron advisors. What is this? I've never seen this before. I've seen the dental associates, the Barksdale Dental Associates over here, but they're not my dentists. So when my dad came here, he used to go for morning and afternoon walks around this road. He'd just cross my lab, drop off my lunch on the way or something. And he used to really like these townhomes over here. He'd be like, why don't you move here? These houses look so nice. But I was like, yeah, but this doesn't have a university bus stop or anything. Yeah, well, my lab would be closed. But then COVID happened and that was not a necessity anymore. So, but yeah, these houses are really pretty. I like them. They look good, all of them. So I'm here now. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I just came back from the campus. I hope you liked my little walk to the lab. I don't go to the lab so much these days ever since COVID started, but it was really nice going back today. I went to see one of our new postdocs in the department, in the phonetics lab, and I had a nice chat with her. She's come from a university in the West Coast, and it was really nice talking to her, learning so much from her, because she also finished her dissertation just this December. So she's literally just a year ahead of me. So next year I will be in her uh, position, so I should secure something too, like a postdoc or a job or something. And she really inspired me a lot. Oh, she's from a really, really good university in the West Coast. I'm not going to name the university, but it's one of the really big ones in the US, and everybody knows about that university. It's in California. So, yeah, it was really nice meeting her, and then we went for coffee to a really nice little cafe on campus. So, yeah, it's really cold outside today as well. I mean, when I went out in the morning, it was around 1 degree, which was okay. So that's why I wore this light jacket today. But when I was coming back just now, it was -2 in Celsius. So it was really bad, and I was all covered up. But now inside my home, it's much warmer, and yeah, so I feel better. I was literally running once I came off the bus that I can't stay out for too long, so that's why my nose is red. So yeah, so it was a nice productive day. I'm probably gonna have dinner now. I usually don't have dinner, but because I worked out in the gym late today, so I think I'll have something, otherwise I'll be very hungry late at night. And I wanted to increase my nutrient intake these days, because I'm having a lot of dental surgeries and procedures all the time, and I have a few more to go. So I want to keep myself healthy and strong and full of nutrients as much as possible. So I'm gonna have avocado on toast right now with an egg. I know it sounds more like a breakfast food than dinner, but I had salmon and pasta for lunch, so that was very heavy. So now I'm gonna have something light and soft. So because avocado is soft, and I'll have some bread on it, bread with it, so that will be pretty much soft. So I have to make sure that I clean up very well later at night. So that is pretty much it. I didn't do too much outdoor activities today. I mean, I'm a grad student. How much more can I do anyway? I just had a lot of fun, well, discussing my research topic and everything with our new postdoc. She's very nice. I got a lot of good pointers about how to go about these last few years, well, few months of the dissertation right now, because I'm dissertating, and I think I have about a year more in hand to finish. So yeah, this time is very crucial because I also need to apply for jobs and everything. So I got a lot of information from her, and I'll work on it, and hopefully things will work out and I'll get something hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If I have anything more interesting to share, I'll put those clips after this. See ya, bye. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that the machine that you saw in the phonetics lab today, that is called an electromagnetic articulographer. So it basically has magnetic sensors that we put on articulators of our subjects. So articulators means oral apparatus used in order to articulate speech or produce speech. So lips are an articulator because we use our lips in our speech. We make different kinds of speech sounds with our lips. Tongue is a very major articulator. You cannot speak without a very good without your tongue, of course, right? So you have to move your tongue, you have to touch it at different places. So it's one of the major articulators. Teeth are a very important articulator. Well, in this case, we call them jaw, because when we take measurements of dental contact, we make use of the gums where we place the sensors. So that machine basically tracks the movement of these articulators while producing some sounds. So I have worked on the tongue movement involved in production of some Bengali consonants. You know, Bengali is my native language, so I've done a lot of research on that language. So I used it to track movement of the tongue, and jaw and different aspects of a certain kind of consonant that is there in Bengali. In linguistic terms, we call them geminates. Geminates are basically sounds that are kind of longer than other sounds. So, for Bengali, examples would be something like patta, kotta. So, you see, the T in the sound in between, it's a bit emphasized and a bit longer, so Bengali speaker will understand what I'm talking about. Like, there's a difference between the word pata and patta. So, and that difference lies in that the sound in between. So in case of the second word, the is longer. So a Bengali speaker will again be able to pick up this difference. Other speakers who do not have geminates in their language might not be able to pick this up. Or maybe they will be able to pick it up, but most likely they will not be. Yeah, so I studied this sound with the electromagnetic articulographer and tried to understand the different mouth articulatory configurations while producing those kinds of special consonant sounds that are there in only some languages. Bengali happens to be one. So I can show you, well, I can't show you actually. These days I'm not running any Emma subjects, otherwise I would have recorded a little clip of how it works. But you can search on YouTube and see other videos on how that device actually works. It's called an EMA, EMA, which is a short for electromagnetic articulographer. So yeah, I hope you have fun looking up what that is. That is my very healthy looking dinner. I'm working on my Praat program and also then eating at the same time. Good night.